Alright guys, and we're back. So, as you can see, Lord of the Rings Online now. I have actually gone ahead and made my guild, so it's now under Twitch Sirak TV. So you can see that that's my name, so Sirak. You can go ahead and toss me an invite before. So basically all I did was to go ahead and create the guild, and now we're going to go ahead and keep going on our quests. So we want to go ahead and talk to these elves. I've also gotten a bit of mail, and once you do log in, you do get these Hobbit gifts. So basically I get one free every day, and I'm not a subscriber, but if you were, you'd be able to go ahead and get basically once a week, I believe you get a nice big gift instead of just the small one over here. So we're just going to grab a couple of quests here. So in defense of the forest. So they want to go ahead and make us kill these giant flies, which I think we can do. And then this guy basically wants to obviously meet me. So, alright, so he wants us to go ahead and talk to these other people. Because one of them was acting a little bit strange, so we'll see what's going on over there. And I believe there's maybe one more up here that we can go ahead and do. Jumping is hard, guys, don't judge. Alright. And, alright, so he wants us to go kill some creatures elsewhere. So we'll come back to that one. We'll kind of keep going over there. So I'm not going to go ahead and grab a profession right now. I don't think you guys want to see me crafting, but if you guys want me to, I'll go ahead and, you know what, I'll just grab it. If I just run into things right now, I'll just go ahead and take it. So he wants me to go ahead and grab a profession, which shouldn't be too hard. The only profession that I've actually unlocked is the jeweler one, so that's probably the one I'm going to take, even if it's not the greatest for a hunter. At least jewelry is jewelry. Alright, so all he wants us to do is he wants us to go here. Whoops, this guy. And we get to select which one we want. So depending on what you have different skills, different things that you can go ahead and do. And Tinker is the one that I've got. So if we talk to him again, he'll give us a box for all of the others, and he's going to ask us to craft stuff. And honestly, the first time I've actually played this is very important because I didn't know what I was doing. So I didn't I didn't use the correct recipes, so it took me a while to get them back. So we unload this, which will give us a bunch of ingredients, and it is going to say craft a cup of barley flour. So we're going to go and cook cup of barley flour. So we get to make 1 cup. So it usually tells you over here what you need to do, and then we want to go ahead and make a hard biscuit. And once we have that, crafting does give you a little bit of experience. So as you can see, I've gotten 15 experience for making the cup, and we've gotten 20 experience for making the biscuit. So as you can see, when you're crafting, you can kind of go away and come back. Alright, so we finished the introduction to cooking, and we got a nice big biscuit out of it. So we're feeling pretty good. This guy prospecting, which is good. To be fair, all of these tools are complete junk anyway, but you do need a forge to go here. I did mention that the other one you needed an oven for some of the things that you need to do. So right here, you want to go ahead and melt a copper ingot. Let's go a little closer. Oh right, I don't have the proper tool. That would explain why. So as you can see, this one takes a little bit longer. You can see the bar channeling at the bottom. And we've got ourselves a copper ingot. Yay. So now we want to go ahead and show him that we did such a great job with it. And we've got a nice pat on the back. Alright, the last one what we need is we need a workbench because we need to go ahead and craft some jewels. Alright, so what does he want? He wants us to make a copper ring. So let us make a copper ring. And it's funny because we ended up getting an extra ingot. Boom. There we go. So now that we've made this, everybody's happy. And if we talk to this guy again, he's just going to say, wow, you did great, so let me give you some universal crafting materials. Cool. Alright, so we got the universal crafting materials. Maybe I should go find a mailbox somewhere. Not VIP, so I don't get a bunch of stuff. Alright, so what did we do to get 10 LOTRO points, I'm not sure. Alright, and let's do the specialization. So we're going to go into Spec 2 Bowmaster, just because it does, it basically turns you into a turret. So let's go, so we get 1 point, so it's not like it really matters, but I want to see, should I get the range critical chance, which I think might be better. But you know what, let's go for the fast draw. This lower bow inductions is probably better at this point than a 5% damage. Alright, so we did one of the tutorials. Excellent. Alright, so these are the pesky veil flies that they wanted us to get. Oh, you know what, hang on. While I'm here, I might as well get it. So we got this new skill, and this enables us to find spots to gather resources from. So we're going to need quite a bit of copper. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to upgrade our tools, because the ones that we gave us for free are complete trash. And you know what, let's go ahead and get rid of a lot of these things. Don't need all of that. I guess we could equip the, but let's buy the scholar class. Prospecting tools is basically the one that you need, and it's jeweler's tools. Alright, so there we go, that's about all we need. We're not going to be able to cook much because we don't have the, we can't go ahead and get the ingredients for it just yet. Oh, while I'm at it, I should probably add at least a mount, because I'm level 5. I was able to get the ability to ride thanks to the Samwise Ganji starter pack, because that's awesome. Alright, that guy. Never mind. We're not going to do that. He gives us mats for other materials that we can't really use. And I'm just going to kind of show you guys what it means to craft, because it's incredibly boring. But if you see some of these copper deposits, and you'll see them all over the place, especially in... Alright, I have to equip the prospecting tool. We'll be able to go ahead and take a look later. So we are mining. See, it takes a while, but depending on how the tool is, sometimes if you get really lucky, you can get a universal toolkit or something from the gifts at the beginning. And there we go. So we get a deed that we can do just by actually just using our quick attack, which is really good. And let's go ahead and keep them. So we need to kill about 6 of those, which really shouldn't be too hard, but they're beefy. They're slowly getting to us. We can't just sit back there. But yeah, anyways. Apparently we've got a skill to use barbed arrow, so let's use barbed arrow. Alright, so we got half our quest done. I'll go this way just because there's another node over there that we can go ahead and find. See, the blue arrow will tell us where the crafting materials are. Red are usually quests, or sorry, cities or things like that. You'll only see the rings on there. Alright, so let's keep going. Alright, I guess I could start setting traps because it's a long one too. So the traps, unfortunately, they take about a minute to set. So let's see if we got it. Yeah, there we go. So we got to set a bunch of these traps. So you'll just see me putting traps at random places. It's got nothing to do with why anything, but anyways. So we're going to go ahead and gather some materials. Hey Self, no, this is not AoE. This is some of my inspiration for some of my maps. So I figured I'd show all of you guys what it is. So this is Lord of the Rings Online. There's a video on part 1 of my adventure. It's a really long game. Of course, it's an MMORPG, and you're of course welcome to join me on my epic adventure. But yeah, so right now we're just going to go ahead and quest. We're basically in the starter area. We're just, you know, kill X number of things and bring it back. Not that it gets a lot more fun in later, but at least, you know, you're facing orcs and you're in cool places like Minas Tirith or something like that. But it'll take us a while. I've unlocked most of this game playing for free, so that's pretty cool. So yeah. Alright, so we're getting a bunch of deeds. Yeah, it's true. But if you're a VIP, you basically get most of it for free, which is awesome if you're able to afford that. If you can also go ahead and what can I say? You can go ahead and purchase the expansions through Steam, and I think they're $20 for like all of them if you're able to go ahead and get them on sale. So it's really cool. Anyways, these guys just told me to go ahead and kill some of these wolves and find things in piles of lumber because they want to make a kingly gift or something like that. So it's very interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and hunt some wolves, and I accidentally got 2 of them here. So that's not as fun as I wanted to. All right, that one just stood there and died. So we got a couple of things. There's one thing that's down here that I should probably pick up because it will cause a quest to activate, but also because otherwise I'm just gonna non-stop get these iron collars. So, I mean, to play the game, it's basically for free. You don't have to pay anything. So you can play it up to level 30 for free without doing anything. If you want to play like me, what happened was is I ended up farming like these turbine points. Well, that was what they were called back in the day. Now they're called LOTRO points. And you're able to go ahead and unlock different zones. So as you can see, I'll kind of go in here and show you my mad stacks of LOTRO points, which isn't that much, honestly. I can't purchase the next expansion, but you can go over here, get into content, and as you can see, you can get expansions and quest packs and things. Yeah, I mean, you can still play it all for free. It's just, yeah. To unlock quests in different areas, you still need to go ahead and purchase it. Otherwise, your leveling is going to be like super, super slow. So you can still play for free all the way up to like 120. But let's just say it's going to be a very boring way to get to 120 if you're not able to get there, if you don't have any quest packs. So, anyways, I'm just looking for wood at this point, trying to avoid some of these wolves. Yeah, yeah. To be fair, I completely get you. I played Star Wars: The Old Republic myself quite a bit. I was doing server first and things like that on my server. Which server were you in, Self? I was on Prophecy of the Five. Oh dear, didn't mean to grab both of them. I'll be okay. As you can see, these guys don't hurt yet. So, I mean, if you guys are completionists, there's a small deed here to go ahead and kill about, you know, the whole thing is about 90 wolves. And to be fair, this is literally the best place to go ahead and kill them. They just so many, and you can get basically what's 5 and then 10 turbine points to go ahead and get them. So we're basically finishing all of these quests. I think there's something else over here, but yeah, let's go for a swim. But yeah, I ended up paying quite a bit for Star Wars: The Old Republic. Played it for about 2-3 years, way past its expiration date, I think. But it doesn't matter. I had a lot of fun. I just got way too competitive for my own good, which is why this is nice and relaxing for me. I do miss the complexity of the boss fights, I will admit, though. So where is that other satchel? Alright. Alright, well, regardless, we'll just finish a couple more wolves. At least get halfway, then through the quest. It just helps up leveling my my other skills and things like that too. We get a bunch of deeds for using skills and all that good stuff. So we're just gonna go here, and we're gonna go on our way back because I think we're done with this place. Alright, let's keep going. You know what? Let's just use the horse. It's a lot faster. Even if that's literally the most lazy way you can play this game. But you'll thank me later for doing it. It gets ridiculous at some point. Alright, so we're going to complete a couple of quests. And there we go. So we want to go ahead and deliver the wood for the casts. And potions, of course. Yeah, I did like the holocron. The holocrons did a lot of things. The +10 inside your capital ships were kind of a pain. But yeah, I literally had every character, max gear, every class, everything, all the way up. I hunted down all the holocrons. I knew pretty much everything about there was to know about that game. It got to a ridiculous place, and yeah, wasn't happy with it. With the person I'd become playing it, so I had to kind of step back a little bit from Star Wars: The Old Republic because I was main tanking, raid leading, and all that other good stuff, and I just couldn't do it. I can't do it. Yeah, yeah, real try hard. You have no idea. I spent the better part of 2, 3 years just exploding that, and then of course I found Age of Empires. So yeah, of course, I'm a really die-hard Star Wars fan. So I'm telling you right now, if they do make um, Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, I will basically be leaving Star Wars Age of Empires forever. There's just no way I'm coming back to Age of Empires if they have a better Star Wars version. Alright, so we're just finished the first quest hub basically, killing wolves, and we're going to report to him what it was. And yeah, we got some food, so let's go ahead and start eating some of this stuff. Let's get some potions down here. So that regenerates your power, which you can use your abilities. This one over here, hang on, gotta deliver the wood, guys. It's the guy that's the jeweler up there. And of course, let's equip all of these upgrades. Whoops, too busy looking at upgrades. So we can start eating some food. Just helps you regenerate a little bit faster. We'll keep these for later once we start doing some instances and things like that. Yeah, so that just helps my regeneration and things like that. Because the reason why I can't make a Star Wars map as much as I would love to make one, it's not equipped to handle anything past like I don't even like the gunpowder units at all the way it is anyway. So it's not a good idea for me to do that. Alright, so we got another fetch quest, so we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, the units aren't made to go ahead and make Star Wars maps, which is a little bit unfortunate. Just like I wouldn't be making, a Lord of the Rings map on Star Wars. Yeah, exactly. No laser units. I mean, it's hard to make a trooper, it's hard to make a battle droid, kind of look different. As stretching it a little bit with Diablo. I mean, I'm sure the textures are still there and everything like that, but Jesus, alright, let's equip that because that's ridiculous. Yeah. And plus, the Jedi can deflect sabers and things like that. They're basically they're literally space wizards. They're like monks, so they can convert and grab holocrons to give gold and relics and things like that. It's great. And of course, they have my favorite characters. So I did pick up the chunk of gray rock salt here, and that's just because it enables me to get crits on my on what's it called? On my God, why am I drawing a blank? On my abilities, on my jeweler abilities. But yeah, let me say when they introduced the Separatist expansion, like for episode 2 for Galactic Battlegrounds, I was thrilled. I saw Count Dooku, you got Sidious, it was great. And they added a couple of extra storylines, and then you had the whole Jedi Order that you could get. So I'm just taking detours and avoiding all of these. So usually when it says rich, you're going to get a lot more from your from these copper deposits. So the minimum I think is 4. The maximum I think is 6, but you can get all sorts of other cool things in there. All of these yellow things, well, these guys, they're yellow mobs, so they're not great for me. That means that they're higher than my current level, so I have to be a little bit more careful. But this is the beginning area, I'm fine. Alright. I just can't wait till I get my run speed faster. It's going to take a while, unfortunately. Alright, so we're just handling wine, and we are leveling up like crazy. Alright. So she wants us to go ahead and kill a bunch of these goblins. So apparently there's goblins down here, so we must get rid of them. Alright. Yeah, these guys actually end up dropping a little bit of gold, so they don't drop hides and anything like that, so they're a little bit better than, you know, killing wolves and things like that, but not by much at this point. Later on, you get like a ton of gold for killing things. But yeah. But at some point, depending on how this goes, I might go ahead and start streaming, you know, Dragon Age playthroughs and things like that. I gotta admit, I haven't finished Inquisition yet, and my friends have highly recommended it, so I might give that another go. Oh, come on. Alright, so we're just picking up items here. I'm just picking up the stuff that I can definitely use. I'm going to try not to craft too much on actual stream time. I'm probably going to do that during the downtime. So if you see me, you know, and my level or my experience is not the same place where you left off, you can just probably assume it's just crafting. I do want to go ahead and record all of this because I think it'd be a cool way to keep showcasing this awesome, really old game. And of course, it is Lord of the Rings, so it can't be bad, right? Yeah. Just say that it's gonna get a bit more interesting when we start doing some instances and things like that. It'd be great to have at least some people to run us through a couple of these instances. But hopefully, I don't know how populated the server is. I just literally chose it at random because I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh dear. Is that rich? Not just a copper. Oof. Gotta be careful. Yeah. As you can see, like continual fighting is difficult, as you know, you don't regenerate as much as you did at the first part, so you have to be a little bit more careful. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do a bunch of these. Let's kill him before he gets a hit, and let's finish the other guy off. All right, there we go. So we are in a good place. We gotta get a couple more of these. Gotta kill the grapes, and then we gotta kill the quote-unquote boss that's in here. It's not a great boss, honestly, but it's just the guy that's named that's down here, so we'll be okay. All right. So off we go. All right, good. Sometimes it's a little bit harder to get him because somebody has just recently killed him, but we are good. Oh crap. I did not mean to go ahead and pull the other one. Thankfully though, we're okay because we got to kill the other one on time, but as you can see, my health is going down quickly, so I'm keeping my eyes on it. So if I need to pop a potion, I'll be able to do so. And now we just got to go all the way back, and so we got some wood. Now we got some grapes, you know, at a winery. It's literally called a vineyard, so maybe you can put two and two together to know what we're going to be doing in just a moment. So we're just going to be making some wine as an apology gift for somebody. I just don't like that we're the one who's basically doing it. So this is the grand plot of evil. They want us to, you know, not fight against each other, so they're making us get wine. I mean, to be fair, I don't mind. Wine is good. Wine is wine. So, yeah. Alright, so he didn't even get to me. I don't even know how he was able to climb that high, but it's all good. Boss mechanics and whatnot. Alright. Yeah, so what you want to do, you want to try to, if I can remember, is to open with your barbed arrow, because that's the longest induction that I have. And it also puts a dot and a slow on them. Then I should be able to go ahead and use my other penetrating shot skill to go ahead and make their armor weaker, so that way when I do hammer them with a bunch of attacks, they're basically dead at that point. But yeah, so far so good. One of the things I haven't used yet is the pinning shot. I didn't really need to find a way to go ahead and do that, but if we do get overwhelmed and I need to kite, this is a great way to do so. You just hit him with a pinning shot, make sure you don't hit him again, not to break the root, and you just run away and you get extra time to go ahead and wail on it before he hits you. So we just snuck past over here, and I'm going to go ahead and hand in a couple of extra quests. So we get more pants and gloves. So let's go ahead and equip those, because generally they're better than what we have. Alright, so we got to go all the way back to bring the cask back, or the wine, sorry. So that way somebody can go ahead and make it into nice wine. But on the way back, we'll go ahead and defeat some foul creatures over there, and I'm pretty sure they're just rats or things like that. Nothing big. But hey, you know what? If we get a wolf, that's not bad. Alright, that counts. As you can see, if you hover on the enemy, it'll show you if that actually counts. But yeah, let's go kill some wolves up here, because they're going to give more experience than rats. And it's also for a good deed. Let's go. And it's part of the exploration deed that I have. Oh dear. Not what I wanted to do, but thankfully I'm about 3 levels higher than they are, so I'll be okay. And I will say that levels don't truly matter, it's just that they don't do a lot of damage yet, so I'm still okay. Let's see, let's keep hammering on them. Alright. Let's just set a trap here. These traps last for a minute, so as soon as the cooldown's up, the trap is actually gone. So, alright, there we go. Critting is so nice sometimes. Alright, so we finished all of these quests. Let's go back on the horse. And let's keep going. Oh, there it is. That's kind of neat. Didn't have to really go out of my way to do that. Oh god, this takes so long. Sorry, I'm so used to having like the universal toolkit or something better that, when the induction is more than 0.5 seconds, it feels like forever. Which I'm sure you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, but hopefully at some point I'll get a universal toolkit and we'll be able to find out. Alright, so let's keep going. And if I get anything, maybe a couple of hides here. Is that any good? Copper deposit, sure. So we go back to this guy who has the cask. Now he's going to make the wine for the apology. Alright, so now it's basically just a quest to go ahead and bring us to the next quest hub, so it's not too bad. So we're going to do that, and since we've gone a couple of levels, we did a couple of quest hubs, might end this episode right here. We did a little bit more on the first one, but I'd rather go ahead and keep them a little bit short, instead of just, dragging them on forever and ever. But we may have different sessions where some instances will require to be a bit more, but we'll just grab every quest that we can, and let's head to that way. So, alright, so there's the map. So basically I'm just going to go back to over here because there's still a quest that we can do before heading to the next quest hub. So we'll just do that and then we'll call it a day. Hey man, thanks a lot, Self. If you want to play this game, I'd be more than happy to run things with you. It's a lot of fun. I do know it's really late for some of you guys over here, but I appreciate you coming in anyway. Have a good night, man. You know your gear is bad when a random drop is actually better than what you have on. So, alright, let us keep going. Oh, look at that. There's actually a copper deposit up there, so we can go grab that. Alright, so I don't know what they want us to do yet. Apparently we have to place a token in the middle of the fortress, which I'm okay with, it's fine. We did saw the altar last time we were here, so we were just hunting wolves here just a minute ago. So, oh boy. Alright, so we got 2 wolves to kill, so hopefully we're skilled enough to do that. Let's go and kill the higher level one first, that way damage output goes down. Interesting, I think we hit a little bit of a lag spike there. I swear I'm not that usually that bad. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and place the thing on the altar. And that's it. So we're going to keep going. Let's get back on our horse. Oh, come on. You sound like a dying wolf. It's not like I've just killed like 15 of your kind. Alright, so we're going to go back. And finally, hopefully, finish the quest. Ooh, okay, so yeah, there's something I didn't explain here. So you've got the falling mechanic here. So I fall from very high up, and so now I'm slowed, and I'm basically unable to do a bunch of things like, you know, block, parry, evade, all that stuff. And yeah, so I gotta wait a little bit before that it expires. If you fall again from this height, you actually reset the timer on this. If, well, you basically add more time to it. And I think if you go over a minute, you actually die. So it is very possible for you to die through falling damage, and that is my worst enemy. I'm not going to lie. I played this game very dangerously, where I end up falling quite a bit. So it's not this exact same thing, but yeah. So thankfully we finished this quest. So you know we're still back in the beginning city of Salandim. So we got some nice shoulders. All right. So now we're just, I think everybody's telling us to go to the next city. So we're just going to hand in those quests, and I think that will be all for tonight. Alright, I don't know what we did, but... Oh, so we did some quests. Okay, so as you can see, you can get a little bit of quests and turbine points and things like that for basically completing deeds. At least that's what they're called. So when I completed a deed here, I got 10 LOTRO points for completing quests in this region. So just want to show you guys just a little bit of how big this map is. So you have this area, so you can see I'm over here, right? So we turning on a circle, right? So this is Arid Lewin, right? So this is Arid Lewin, and so this is Salandim. So I'm basically on the way here. There's Thorns Hall. Then there's the Shire, Bree, Uvendum, Foreshell, Angmar, Fornost, which is in North Down, sorry, the Lone Lands, the Rivendell, the Entmoors, the Misty Mountains, Erigion, Anendwaith, Dunlin, Isengard, and then of course, on the other side of the Misty Mountains, you have Moria, Lothlorien, Fangorn Forest, West Rohan, East Rohan, which includes Amonhen over here, Edoras, Helm's Deep, all this stuff. And there's another Isengard, believe it or not, because there's the before the Ents flooding, and then there's the after the Ents flooding. And then when you go down to Gondor and you get Dol Amroth, you get Western Gondor, you get Central, Eastern, Minas Tirith, Oldenorian Osgiliath, basically the Far Norien. You get the Wastes, and you get the Black Gate, and you go into Mordor, and basically there's a whole bunch of stuff. And then they added in over here, like there's Dol Guldur, so there's Mirkwood, but then I mean there's a bunch of other stuff. I don't even know what all of these are. Bjorning lands, Erebor, and all this stuff. Like they're still going at it. Like they're still adding expansions. I don't even have all of them. It is ridiculous how big this world is. Trust me, getting to Moria will take us to about level 50. Basically, Minas Tirith is like 85 to like 100. So I mean, we got like a long way to go before we hit Mordor. But what's really cool about this game is that they ended up getting like you basically go alongside the Fellowship. So you're not part of the Fellowship, but you do see some of their deeds and you get to interact with some of them. So of course, the Hunter was based off Legolas. So of course, I'll be interacting with him more than the other ones. But all of the character classes have their own person in or just about of the Fellowship. So I think there's a couple of ones that don't have any, and I think that like Haldir is like the Warden. To be fair, I'm not sure who the Lore Master is. I think that's maybe Gandalf. I don't honestly. I am not sure. It might be Radagast, but either way. Alright, so we leveled up again, so we are level 10. Oh, we finally got some good skills. So let's see. This actually tracks anything. I just want to see if there's anything that's... Yeah, okay, Newton heightened senses. I hate that one. So just like the traps, what we're going to do is we're going to be using that quite a bit for no reason. Alright, so we got some wine as a message of thanks, and... Alright. So we're just going to go ahead and keep handing these quests in. So we're going to equip their new stuff. So this gift pack gives a lot of items, and I mean that in like the best possible way. We're going to get 1.5 million items for that, which is really good. It helps you like kind of get a gauge of what's going on, what's happening. So we're just going to go ahead and keep handing in all of these items. Alright, so we've grabbed every quest that we could. I'm just going to go ahead and an extra 5. I don't even know what I did. What did I do? Oh, I got level 10 and I unlocked the big battles. So what we're going to do is we're not going to do the big battles just yet, even though I can do them. The main reason behind that is that they are, well, actually quite high leveled, and there's a good chance I'm going to die. And if you don't die until level 20, you get an awesome title, which is like the Undying. And I'm gonna try to go ahead and get it just to show you guys. But yeah, there's titles and things like that that you can get. So right now, let's see the titles that I have. The Handyman for being a tinker, 7 stars because I've been forever. I'm from Rivendell, so of course we have that just because I'm the founder of the kinship. These are titles, so undefeated. Let's get that one because that's the one that shows that I am undefeated until level 10, so I didn't die, at least not yet. So let's look at the letter here. Alright, so there's troubling news, and of course their work amongst the dwarves have become more complicated. The small ring like this just indicates that it's a future quest that's going to happen. I'm not there yet. I'm not able to grab the quest because it's a little bit too high level. Anyways, so they want me to go ahead and work with the bearer of the note, which is me, to find and rescue this Averthal, if I can. And if the Stout Hands, which dwarves, know something about the fate of his son, they may be fighting again in Eredluin. So he doesn't trust the dwarves completely, but he's still wanting to go ahead and find out what's going to happen with them. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end this stream right over here. We got to level 10 and we finished the first quest hub and are onwards to Duillond, I think. I have no idea how to pronounce this. I'm going to butcher pretty much everything that's in this game. I do apologize for that. But anyways, I hope you have a good night and I'll see you next time.